Where'd my microphone go? There it is. Oops. Oops. Hold on, getting the audio set up here, guys. Give me 1 second. I don't know why. What the heck is going on here? Okay, give me a second. You're going to lose audio for a quick second while I'm setting up. But give me 1 second here. Who's here? Hey, honey. Honey, I'm going to plug in my microphone. Give me 1 second. I want your help. Okay, can you hear me? Is the audio working? Okay, let me get this back in there. Oops, wait. Okay, hold on. Now we go. I have not caught shit. It's been a very rough day out here. I've lost an anchor, and I haven't caught it. And for some stupid reason, YouTube has not been pushing out my content today. And now get this, I've actually lost subscribers live streaming today. So I don't know what the heck is going on today, but YouTube does not like Mr. SoCal today. Yeah, so thank God for Vine. I had another one. So I was able to use that, but I don't know. It's weird. I think that troll that I had ended up making a whole bunch of different channels. Well, I know he did because he said he did. And he kept subscribing from all the different channels. And then all of a sudden, like, every time I'd get a subscriber, 2 of his would unsubscribe. So I don't know what the heck's going on with that. But I actually have less now than I started the day off with. So, all right, let me get back to fishing. I actually took a little break from it because I was roasting freaking balls over here. It's kind of cooled down a little bit, so I'm out of catfish bait, so I'm done catfishing, but still gonna bass fish. That bait that was in the fridge, that cat bait in the fridge. Oh my God, man! When I opened that freaking bag, I threw up. It was so gnarly. So let's see if we can get back to the fishing here. Throwing the black blue jig, which is usually done really well here. See if I can actually catch a fish today. So I've been having issues seeing chat. And see, like, there's only 2 people here, which is odd. And one of them's here because she has to be. Okay, good. Good, because that stuff was like, I want to burn the refrigerator knowing that stuff was in it. Oh my God, it was so bad. So bad. But we're here, we're fishing. We got 5 people in here, 6 people in here, 5 people in here. We're on the road to 1,000, guys. We're almost there. Definitely appreciate anybody that wants to subscribe. And don't tell me I'm gonna lose my jig. Gosh darn it. I'm gonna lose another jig. This is my last black blue jig. Oh, I'm so frustrated with this today. I'm actually tempted to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pick the anchor up and I'm going to actually see if I can pull myself along with my, okay, there we go. Come on. Oh, there we go. Almost lost another anchor. I'm going to see if I can kind of pull the boat over with my line to get my jig back, because that is the last black blue jig I have. So let's see what happens here. Let's see if I can make this a successful recovery mission on my jig. Probably not, but let's hope we can, because I don't want to lose it. It's the last one I have. Come on. Come on. Bring me back to it. Let me lock my... Oh, good grief. This is not fun, guys. Hopefully, I can make some progress on this jig and actually get it back. If I can get to the other side of it. It's moving a little bit, it feels like. I don't know if it's moving or if it's me that's moving. Nope, it's the boat moving. Okay. I'm going to hit the tree. Oh, there we go. Did I get it back? I got it back. All right, I got it back. But now I'm in a predicament. I'm in a predicament. Give me a second, guys. You guys are witnessing pure freaking chaos here. Let me, I gotta move the boat. I gotta move the boat before I get there. All right, you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna move spots altogether, because this spot so far, I haven't caught anything. I've been here for quite a while. I actually even sat and took a break right here for a while. So we're gonna completely move. Let's see what we... So guys, there's only 2 of you watching. I don't know what the heck's going on today with YouTube. They're not pushing my channel out whatsoever. So I don't know. Don't know what's going on. Well, we're going to make a little bit of a move down around the corner here and see what can happen. Usually, okay, honey, is it still there? Did the audio go out? Hey, Ethan, what's happening, brother? Good to see you. Anyone? Can anybody hear me? Is my audio out? Whoa, I'm gonna hit a rock pile. I'm still on. Okay, good. Okay, good. I had to switch microphones, so. Hey, any fan, any fan. Anything, I appreciate that, man. Really appreciate that. I don't know what it is. YouTube's just like throttled me the last few days. Usually when I do a live stream, I get, 5,000 to 7,000 views on average. And today, yesterday, and the day before, I only got like 70. Glenn, welcome in. I am fishing a private lake. Now, actually, it's a public lake, but it's a lake that not a lot of people fish. So I don't like to mention the name of it because I'm chasing a lake record here. And right now, I'm the only boat on the water. And it's a Saturday. So I kind of want to keep it that way until after I break that lake record. Yeah, exactly. You got a 50K views to like none. And I don't know if it's like YouTube's pissed off at me or what the deal is. Like, I haven't had any strikes or copyrights or anything on my channel. I followed all the rules. I've been a good little SoCal. I don't know what their deal is. So I'm going to go try to see if I can anchor up over here and at least try to catch a fish. So the trout swim baits work really well here in the wintertime. There's no natural trout in this lake. So in the winter, they work really well when they're stocking trout. However, in the summer, once there's no more trout in this lake, they don't work at all. They actually spook the bass, which is weird. So, but I've been fishing this lake for a couple decades, and I know what works and what doesn't here. They have dropped, in the last few days, they have dropped this lake 7 feet. They're dropping the lake water here to raise up the water at another lake, and it's really killed the fishing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide into this little spot that I was at earlier again, and I'm going to try to creep in here to where I can get a really good angle on this spot, and then hopefully pull a nice big bass out of it. There's a herd of deer up there on the side of the freaking meadow there. I've seen them here the last few times I've been here. Kind of gets me because I can't hunt right there. So, guys, there's 6 of you watching. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't hit that like and that subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. We're on the road to 1,000. It seems like the first 985 went quicker than the last 15. So I don't know what's going on, but it's been a weird couple of days here in YouTube land. And so you guys notice like every time I say like and subscribe, people take off. It's pretty funny. I don't know what's going on with the old YouTube. I don't know if they hate me now or what. But we're going to slide into this spot, and we're going to hope to catch a freaking lake monster. There's only 2 of you watching, so hopefully 2 of you guys get to see a freaking lake monster happen. The way it's been going today, though, I kind of don't think it'll happen. It's just been so absolutely dead. But we're going to try it. We're going to see if we can get anchored up right over here to where I can kind of hit this whole area. So I'm going to shut the motor down. Give me a second. I'm going to jump up and drop the anchor and see what happens. Come on, anchor. Stay on the anchor, please. Stay. Keep me here. Keep me here. Keep me here. All right. I think I might be able to stay here. So let me grab the camera, bring y'all up here with me. The boat's kind of turning the wrong way, but maybe it'll turn back. So I'm gonna set y'all right here so I can see you while I'm fishing, and you guys can see where I'm fishing at. So let's go. Let's go, big old bass. Come on, big old girl. Where you at? Hopefully right in there. That was probably the best cast I've made all day into a location. Like right off of that tree and the rock pile. And I'm throwing the black blue jig, which usually works really good here. So we'll see. We'll see if it catches something. Hopefully it does. I've caught some really nice bass right in this area before, so we'll see what we can get here. So Glenn, I appreciate the guesses, but you're nowhere close. Nowhere close. But good try. I'll tell you what, if anybody can actually guess the lake that I'm at and name the lake that I'm at, I'll send you out a sticker pack. Terry B, if you're listening, you're excluded from that because you already know this damn place. So remember, Terry B, you're not eligible. You know this place too well. I don't think he's here, but you know, he could be hiding off in the shadows. All right, let me get this jig back over there again. So there's this, let me turn the camera so you guys see him casting into that right there. Oops. The carp are starting to roll again, which is good. Because once the carp start rolling, then it seems like things start coming out to play. But I think I'm getting pushed off anchor. I can't tell. I really need a good anchor for this boat. What I need for this boat is a trolling motor with spot lock. But I've got a lot of other things that I need to spend that money on right now. $3,000 for a trolling motor is just not in the cards at the moment. The one that's on the boat doesn't work, so. All right, so I ran through there twice. I didn't get nothing. I'll run through this other side of that rock pile and see if maybe there's something sitting over there. Man, you can't get closer to the rock pile than that without hitting it. Let me move the camera, you guys. I'm going to put it right in front of me here so I can kind of see chat. Smallmouth? No, we don't have smallmouth. Honey, yeah, Mrs. SoCal, you don't need to win to get a sticker pack. We have them at the house. You can have one or 10. And I've got blown off anchor, but I'm getting nibbled on. Gosh dang it. Let me see if I can drop this anchor out and have it catch again. Because I really don't want to have to pick up and move the whole boat. That's just a pain in the ass. But I got blown way off. I really need a good anchor. Really need a good anchor. Because these that I have just aren't working out. They just don't stick. The one that did stick, yeah, I'm going to have to move the boat, guys, because I can't even cast into where I was. It's just frustrating. Absolutely frustrating. All it's doing, all the anchor's doing on this boat is basically slowing down my drift, which is not conducive to fishing. I mean, now, if I was trying to drift, that'd be one thing, but I'm trying to actually target spots. So let's fire it up and move her on over again and hope and pray that, because this is just not going my way today. I've had like probably the worst day of fishing ever. So, all right, we'll fire it up. We're like 50 yards off of where we started. So let's reset. Munchie, my big heavy anchor, you've seen it, is in the bottom of the lake. I was fishing that offshore rock pile, and that anchor actually held me there for a while. And when I went to pull anchor, it was stuck. So that's now the third anchor that this lake has eaten. What I'm really tempted to do is just get like a 60-pound freaking bag of concrete and put a piece of like bent rebar in it that I can tie to and use that as an anchor. It's $3 for a 60-pound bag of concrete. And hopefully that would help me. Hey, Josie, welcome in. All right, so there's 10 of you guys watching. Hopefully you guys are having fun watching the fish kick my ass out here today. We're going to try some absolute Hail Mary stuff over here. I really need to get a fish on the boat and get that skunk off. So we're going to try some Hail Mary stuff over here. I'm going to try to park myself up like into these weeds a little bit and flip some jigs and stuff back in there to where hopefully the bass are hiding. It's been a rough day out here. I talked to a couple guys on kayaks earlier that said the same. They're having the same issue. They haven't got squat. So, but we're going to try this little spot right here and see if I can pull out freaking Dottie's grandma. So let me throw on the old boat brakes, which is just reverse. I'll get the bow turned a little bit. Oh, I kind of screwed that. I'm going to have to come back around on that. It's actually a nice little shady spot over here, so it might help. This might be a good little spot with the shade now. So let me get out of here and roll back and try this little spot again. I'll reset on it and see what we can get. So hopefully I can get in there and get something nice. But guys, there's only 3 of you here, but I know 2 of you are subscribed. If that other third person would subscribe, that would be freaking awesome. We're trying to get to that 1,000 goal, but it seems like I hit real close to it and YouTube just throttled me. Like they quit pushing my channel out, and I've actually lost a couple subscribers today, which is really freaking weird. So usually, you know, I get some great views and whatever on my channel, but today it's just been like really weird. I don't know what's going on. So we usually have, you know, 15, 20 people average in here at once that are hanging out and chatting, and all of a sudden today, like nothing. So let me drop this anchor, guys, and see what we can do right here in this little brush pile. Give me 1 second. Okay, that anchor is down, so hopefully it will stay. All right, let me grab you guys, bring you guys back up here. I'm hoping that we get a fish. So, why is it saying my battery charger is low? On the power bank's on. It shows it's charging. All right, guys, let's go. See what we can do right here. The boat's swinging around the wrong way, though. Oh, right. Oh, perfect. Thought I was hung up in the weed. But... Come on, you stupid anchor, catch. The anchor will catch. I might be able to swing around the right way. But right now, the boat's swinging around the wrong way. I just need that wind to catch me up. There's carp jumping over here. Should have brought some corn for the carp. I had some catfish bait, but it was so rotten it wouldn't stay on the hook. All right, the wind is just pushing me the absolute wrong way, and I don't understand why. It's pushing me the opposite way it should. But I'm able to get some good casting in right here. Hopefully into a big old fat bass. So it's really hard to like get the camera right. I got to keep moving it so I can see chat. But hey, fun time, welcome in. How you doing, man? Oh, there's so many snags and hang-ups down there. I really don't get why I can't just be positioned where I want it to. I'm trying to get into these rocks over here, but the boat just turned like the wrong way. There it goes. The stern's starting to move around a little bit. If it moves the right way, we'll be able to really hammer it in through this tree line here. Hopefully get something nice. Man, this Bass Pro Shop braid is fucking garbage. Never again. You guys don't buy Bass Pro Shop name branded products. In Bass Pro Shop, you can say what you want to me, but your shit sucks. All right, you would think this would be like perfect bass habitat. No, I haven't changed the line. I don't have anything else to change it to at the moment. All right. I need some Power Pro is what I need. Yeah, you guys, Mrs. SoCal is a weird character. She has to be doing like 6 things at once or she's just not happy. The only person I've ever met that can be doing so many things all at one time and focus on all of it. Come on, fishy. I mean, this looks like it should just be like Fish Haven over here. You would think. But they're just not wanting to come out and play. Oh, and if I lose this jig right here, I'm going to be pissed. Come on. Drag the boat over to it so I can get it out, please. Come on. All right, guys. My birthday's coming up in about a year. Black Blue jigs. I want about 1,600 of them. Come on. I'm actually dragging the boat over to where the jig's snagged up in these trees. If I can get close enough, I can get down and grab it. Break the tree that it's snagged onto. So much for weedless, right? Okay. I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. Let me get over here and see if I can get it. Come on. Come on. Drag me over there. Drag me back over there. Drag me back over there. Okay. I might be able to get this back. I hope. If I can reach down into it, I can get it back. Or I'm going to fall off the boat. One of the two. How's that? Got my flipping jig back. Yeah, it is a flipping jig, so got my flipping jig back. All right. Sorry, guys. I didn't want to have to make you guys stare at my ass in the camera while I did that, so I kept the camera where it was. So, all right. Come on, plug in. All of a sudden, anchor's dragging. Oh, don't tell me. Okay. Oh, nope, that ain't good. Are you kidding me with this braid? Okay. Wow. You would think this would be like beautiful bass territory. But for some reason, you guys, is that sun washing out the camera? All right, let me get this thing back over here. Oops. If I can keep that away from those, I'll be okay. There's so many hang-ups in this lake that it's so easy to lose gear. And we're running on like borrowed time right now because they shut this lake down in a little while. That's a stupid thing about California. Our lakes close at sunrise. They open at sunrise and close at sunset. Which, if you ask me, is just completely stupid. And then the city of San Diego, brain dead retards they are actually contemplating closing most of the city-run lakes Monday through Friday, which will cause, honestly, I think it will cause people to die on the weekends, because the people that can normally get out on the weekdays and fish or jet ski or water ski or whatever they want to do will all be limited to 2 days a week. And that's going to put so much boat traffic on the water that it's going to become a dangerous situation. It's gonna result in somebody getting killed. And the reason they want to shut down the lakes, okay, and this is completely stupid. The city says they're not making any money on the lakes. However, they've hired an outside vendor to run the lakes, who is taking the money that's being made from the lakes. So if you were to get rid of that outside vendor and keep the money in the city, you'd be making the money on the lakes. It's just like stupidity at its finest with the San Diego City Council. Like the blind leading the stupid. I don't think I've ever seen such a dumb plan in my life. Okay, let's flip over here and start throwing some stuff. Guys, sorry, my camera's all screwed up. I don't know why the thing's crooked here, but let's see if we can get some cast back in there a little bit without losing anything. That's going to lose it. Nope. Okay, I got lucky. I thought I was going to lose it on the first cast into there. Oh, I might. Oh, I got it back. And this braid just tangled all up around my reel. Gosh, dang it. Guys, Bass Pro Shops, their braid sucks. Some of their other stuff is all right, but their braid is just garbage. Oh, I casted that. Okay, good. Cast right into a bush on the shore. I just don't understand where all the fish went in the last couple of days. I've been catching some toads out of here. And the last few days, it's been a grind with no fish. I just don't understand what's going on here. The water level dropping. I mean, 9 feet. They've dropped the water level since the August 5th. But the water level dropping, the water clarity dropping, the water temperature raising, and the ambient air temperature raising, I think all of those combined, coming together, have just completely shut the fish off. I can feel my jig down there running through the cover. It's just sticks and hang-ups and you name it down there. But you would think that's where the fish would be hanging out. I mean, they should be. Theoretically, that's where they should be. So let's see if we're just going to cast around through here and see what we can get. Because I really want that lake record, but the way that the fishing's going, that's going to probably end up coming in the fall. And it'll probably come on a swim bait once they start stocking trout. And there's just so many hangups down here that losing baits is inevitable. I'm just trying not to lose this jig because this is A, the best jig color at this lake, and B, the last one of it I have. And they're only a couple bucks each, but when you're out of them, you know, until you go get some more. And it's not like the stores are right down the street from me. Hell, even Amazon takes a week to get it. Which I'm kind of wondering, like, why we keep Amazon Prime if, you know, Amazon Prime is supposed to be like overnight shipping. You know, you can order things and get it the next day, and they do not offer that where we live. All right. Chat froze on me again. So, Mrs. SoCal, could you do me a favor? Could you go look and see what the sub count is? See if we've lost or gained, or none of the above. I just don't understand why YouTube is throttling my channel so hard. They're like, just in the last couple of days, they're just not pushing my channel out there. I'm kind of wondering if it's from that troll. Like if all his negativity or something screwed up the channel. Because I know when that troll was in here trolling like he was. Lost my jig. son of a frickin' frick. Well, that's my last black blue jig. So now, give me a second, guys, and let me go over to the jig box and see what we got. See what else I can throw on there. I have another one in the bag here that I haven't opened. Which one is that? Where'd it go? It's on this side. That is a half-ounce green pumpkin bluegill pattern. Let's try that with, what jig trailer do I want? What do I want for a trailer here? How about green pumpkin? Green pumpkin with green pumpkin. Go with a Reaction Innovations Kinky Beaver for a jig trailer. So I'll get those tied on and get back to fishing. All right. 986. So I've been live streaming all day long and I've sat static with 0 subscription count. Absolutely phenomenal. YouTube, eat an ass. Whoever's creating your algorithm is a douchebag. And I hope you hear me. Because I went from getting great views to all of a sudden getting like 0 views. Don't know what the problem is. I don't know what changed. I know nothing changed on my end. I'm still putting out the exact same content. Still doing the exact same things. But for some reason, YouTube has decided to like shadow ban my channel or something for some reason. So, I don't know. There's only, like 3 people in here now? Yeah. See, that doesn't make sense because normally, I'll have 20 people in here hanging out. And all of a sudden, the last couple days, nobody's hanging out. So, I don't know what it is. I'm confused on what's changed. Like, is it because I'm so close to 1,000 that they don't want me to see that happen? Or what the deal is? But it's I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. All right, come on, get out of there. Oh, get out of there. There we go. Okay. I hate when you're trying to tie a jig and the jig skirt gets caught up in the knot. And then you have an issue like tying your knot because you're caught up in your jig skirt. All right. Let's see if a different color, maybe. We'll go with this. We'll go with this with that for a trailer. They should match very well. They should. I mean, they match, but who knows? Maybe the fish want, like, I don't know. It wasn't black and blue today. So, for all I know, they want like red, yellow, and green or something. I just know it's that they don't want what I've been throwing. Which is weird because I usually throw them what they like. So, hey, Noda. What's happening, bud? Here. You'd think there would be so many fish in this little spot, Looks like a perfect spot, but they're just not here. I'm almost tempted to pull anchor and see where it drifts me down to. Then again, I'm almost tempted to pull anchor and go forward a little bit and see if I can get it from the other side. So I'll give this 2 more casts in here, and then we're gonna move. Okay, that doesn't count. That cast sucked. That cast was not where I wanted it to be. Oops. No. Okay, thank you. Oh, good. I got scared for a minute there. That wrapped into that tree, and I thought I was going to lose it. It's like this Bass Pro Shop braid. It's 30-pound braid, but it acts like freaking 6-pound mono. The way it snaps so easy. I don't know if it was a bad batch or if somebody actually put the wrong product in the package. But it's definitely not 30-pound braid. I can guarantee you that. So. Okay, nothing's doing right here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to slip the rod into the rod holder for a minute. I'm going to pull the anchor up off the bottom of the lake and see where the drift takes us for a quick second. It's going to take us inside into the rocks. So we're not going to do that. Don't want to go into the rocks. So we're going to make a little move, guys. We're going to go, whoops, we're going to go up this way a little bit and see if we can get a fish to come play with us up there. Let me take the camera back in the upholder. And we're going to move the whole barn boat. So now let me make sure this is, give me a second. Bear with me a second, guys. Okay. Charging, but I'm actually lower battery power than I was. So guys, if the stream just all of a sudden goes away, it's because my battery died. And I won't be able to get it back. So let's go in backwards gear here for a second. The chocolate blue, no. I have not actually, not here. Okay. We're going to make a little bit of a move. Yeah, so there is. We can bottom jig this lake. The problem is there's so many hang-ups, and to actually be on anchor in the spots where I can bottom jig, like, vertical jig it kind of a thing, I lose my anchors. I've lost 3 anchors in this lake in the last couple weeks. So normally out here, my go-to when nothing else is working is the black blue jig, because they seem to just crush that. And today they're just not even wanting to do anything with anything. So it's 6:13. I only got 45 minutes left before I got to be off the water. So I'm going to move a good distance. Where should I go? Let's go for a little ride. All right, ready, guys? Let's go. Do I want to hit that again? No, I don't. I hit that 3 times today and I got nothing. Let me go up here a little bit. Let me go up here a little bit. Let's go try something new. All right, let me pull back the throttle, drop the nose of the freaking boat down so I can see. And we're going to go try to pull a bass out of this tree over here. Look at that. Doesn't that look like it should be pretty bassy right there? So, let me throw on the brakes. See if we can get the boat to sit where we want it to. Now, these little coves and channels over here are... if you got to pee, dude, jump in the water and pee. Because we ain't stopping. We're fishing. All right, so... I'm going to hang out right here for a quick second. And back up and reposition a little bit. So I can get the nose of the boat pointed where I want it. And we're going to set anchor over here and see if we can get on a big bass. Because, I mean, guys, if you're a bass fisherman, you're looking at this, tell me who would try to throw some jigs into here. Problem is, these coves are so full of rocks. Oh, man, I'd be happy with a 10, but I really want that lake record, which right now sits at 19, a little over. All right, let me see if we can get it stepped up right here. We're not going to be able to stop here with this anchor. Oh, wait. Oh, maybe it just stopped. Maybe it just caught and stopped us here. Okay, it caught us and stopped, I think. So hopefully, let me kill the motor. Hopefully we can stay right here for a minute. Where's my battery power at? My battery's going to die on us, guys. Damn thing doesn't want to charge. It's charging, but it's not charging. Like it should be, charging, but it's not. It's on the power bank. But I guess the power bank just doesn't have the juice needed to charge the phone while I'm using the phone. So let me get this all set back in here, guys. I need oh man, Believe me, I'd love a boat to go chase those whales with. That, okay, yeah. My freaking tail. Oh no, okay, it's there. Let's see. Let me try to zip this thing up over here. Not into the tree. I'm going to lose that jig. It's going to come up over the tree and get stuck, huh? Nope, I got it back. Thank God. Okay. So guys, these are Reaction Innovations baits. I was supposed to be doing reviews on them. They suck. They absolutely suck as a jig trailer. I can already tell you that. All right. Kind of pointing the wrong way than I wanted to be now. I mean, I only got a few minutes left to fish anyway, so. Yeah, guys, my review of these baits, they're trash. Don't buy them. I'm going to see if I can swing this over to the other side here. Like number 15. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate it. It's been a rough day today with the stream. This YouTube's not pushing it out. We usually have 20 or more hanging out. And I think the max people in here today was like 9 or 12. So I don't know what YouTube's problem is today, but I need to make a phone call and slap them. They've just, the last few days, have not been pushing my stream out at all. So I guess they don't like good old SoCal anymore. I don't know what I did to YouTube, but like I got so close to that 1,000 mark and they just absolutely stopped pushing my stream out at all. Like even people that came through earlier that are normally here hanging out on a regular basis were telling me that they didn't even get a notification, and they have all the notifications set. So I don't know what the heck's going on with YouTube, but that ain't cool. Oh God, really? How's that stupid song stuck in your head again? Uh-oh, I'm gonna lose this. No, I'm not. Okay, I got it. All right. Trying to move the camera on to get you guys. So you didn't get a notification either, and you're the managing moderator on this channel. So that tells me that YouTube has an issue with me lately. I don't know what the hell they're doing, but all of a sudden they're like not pushing the algorithm. Oh, come on, stay out of those trees. Ooh, I pulled that out of that tree and it came almost back and smacked me in the face. You would think where I'm casting to over here would be like the amazing freaking spot. So, Grumpy, what's happening? Good to see you, bud. Glad you made it. Seems like YouTube's not telling anybody we're here today. All right, I'm going to reset the camera. I am actually trying to skip this jig up under those trees and see if I can pull something out from under there. There's got to be something back there. You would think, right? Every fisherman on the planet would look at that and think, good territory. Currents blowing in through there. Great cover. Perfect ambush zone. There's a cover from above, below, left, right, up, down, middle, you name it. But who knows? These bass have been so weird lately that who knows where they could be anymore. We try throwing out here in the midst of everything and do a long drag back. I just almost fell out of my seat. And I think I'm off anchor again. I'm definitely dragging my anchor again. Hopefully it'll catch. There, it caught. Okay. Oh, sorry guys. You guys are looking the wrong way. We'll cast it over here. Man, I just don't get it. Like, not even a nibble today. Usually I at least get like short strike. But today they just like completely shut down. But I do think it's because they've lowered this lake so much in the last few days that the fish are just like on hiatus. I mean, dropping 9 feet of the lake level is a lot of water. I don't care who you are, 9 feet of a lake is a lot of water. And they're dropping it to send it to a different lake that is only open for fishing a couple months a year. And then from that lake, it drops into another lake that drops into the ocean. So basically the 9 feet of water that they're going to take out of here is eventually just going to be put into the ocean. Which, if you ask me, is stupid. And then they say, oh, California's in a drought. Well, we would be okay if you guys would stop freaking wasting our water. So, but it is what it is. I don't work for the government, so I guess my voice doesn't matter when it comes to actually doing what should be done right, you know? So let me see if I can. Oh, that was not the right kind of skip. Trying to get this to skip way back into there. But, you know, it's hard to skip a bait like this. That's not going to do it, huh? That'll knock a fish out, but I won't catch them. This is actually not a skipping jig either. It's a football jig, so I just threw that into the tree, and I'm pretty sure that's lost. Pretty sure that jig is lost forever. Yep. All right, well, I'm done. I'm not throwing jigs no more. I've lost too many good jigs today to care. So I have a donkey rig tied on. I'm going to throw that one or two times, and we'll call it a day because everything else is broken off. So let me throw this donkey rig a little bit around here and see if that does anything. This is my other go-to rig here, and if this doesn't catch anything, then we know that this lake is going to be a bust for a little while. Because this thing usually gets them pretty well. Tripod just almost fell in a hole on the freaking deck. Chat froze again. David, what's happening, brother? Good to see you. I've lost so much gear today. It's just incredible. I've lost jigs. I've lost spinners. I've lost crankbaits. Lost my 2 favorite jigs. I lost a brand new jig that I just now opened like 10 minutes ago. It's been a brutal day out here on the water. I probably should have stayed home. Would have caught just as many fish sitting on the couch in the air conditioning. Hopefully the donkey rig will come through for me in the last What time is it? It's I got 30 minutes to be off the water. So I think as long as I'm over at the boat ramp at 7, I'm okay. But I got 30 minutes. 30 minutes, which means I got about 10 minutes left to fish. So let's see if we can get something in the last bottom of the 9th. Bases loaded, down by 3, 2 strikes. See what happens here. Guys, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, you're going to miss out on all the stuff coming up on the channel. I'd highly recommend it. Highly recommend subscribing now while you're here. Got some really cool stuff coming up. We're going to be giving away some sticker packs here on a more regular basis. Got a 3-pack of swim baits we're going to give away. We're going to be doing some cool stuff come fall when the weather cools down out in the desert. We'll be out there on the dirt bike. We'll be getting doing some Jeep trail stuff. It's going to be a heck of a winter and a fall. We're going to have a lot of cool stuff happening. Hopefully you guys are there to hang out and be part of it. Mrs. SoCal, could you do me a favor and check the count and see where we stand? We were, what, 16 away from the 1,000 earlier. What way is the wind blowing? The wrong way. Hey, Travis C. You bring too much drama to channels, bud, so please leave. Actually, let me just do this. Let me just put a boot in your ass and kick you out of my channel permanently. You've been too much drama on too many other channels, so we'll see you later. Kid's nothing but trouble. He goes in and just trolls the shit out of channels. Yep, they say west is best, east is least. Right now it's rolling kind of out of the south. So but this lake, so Fishing Dad, they've actually begun lowering the lake level here. They're dropping 9 feet of water out of this lake. They started on the 5th. And between the water dropping that much, the water temperature is up in the high 80s. Well, low 80s. Hey, Hector. And they've had some issues with algae because the aerator system in the lake got screwed up, and they actually didn't turn it on soon enough. And then that caused issues. The temperatures have caused issues. It's just been like one strike after another with this place. So I've fished bottom. I've fished the offshore rock piles and structure. This lake, I mean, if I could just drive around the lake with my my camera pointed at the down scan on here, you guys would be amazed at the amount of structure in this lake. It is incredible. There's so many rock piles and brush piles and humps and bumps and just you name it, that you would think there would be a fish. Just like everywhere you look in here, it should be fishy. But the last couple of weeks, it's just really dropped off. I got that big 8-pounder a couple of weeks ago out of here. And ever since then, ever since that day, the fishing's just gone straight to hell here. So even my donkey rig that I'm throwing right now, I haven't caught anything on this in the last couple trips. And this usually just absolutely slays the fish in this lake. But the clarity, the water clarity has dropped to near zero. The temperature has skyrocketed. The lake levels dropped. The weather has just got insane out here. 112, 114 degree days. So it's just everything that could and would shut the fish down has all happened here lately. So I'm not sure when I'll be back to this lake. I've been chasing the lake record here, but it seems like right now it's just counterproductive. There's just nothing happening. So we'll see what happens though. $9.89, guys. We are 11 subscribers away from 1,000. 11 away, you guys. I'm wondering if we can actually hit that on this stream. I doubt it because I'm gonna have to leave here in a minute. But and my battery on my phone's probably gonna end up dying. It's at 5%, but it's on the power bank charger, so who knows. But I'm going to give this a couple more casts on this donkey rig, and then we're going to have to call it and head back to the boat ramp and park the boat, which is going to be a pain in the butt because that ramp is so short. Like with the water being so low, to actually get the boat to float off of the trailer, I had to back in where my front tires were in the water. So it's getting really sketchy here to launch a boat. I think probably 3-4 days you won't be able to launch here anymore, which is tragic because I've been chasing that lake record. Hey, thank you, Fish Dad. Appreciate that. Yeah, guys, we're 11 away. 11 away from that 1,000 mark. Hopefully we can hit it. But I'm gonna, after I get this cast back in here, after I finish this presentation, I'm gonna give it one more cast, and then we're gonna pull the anchor up, fire her up, and get over to the boat ramp. And you guys will get to see what a freaking mess this boat ramp is over here because it's so low. The water is so low, and the wind is blowing so hard right now that it blows you into the dock, which I guess is okay. But once you guys see just the stupidity of this ramp, it's incredible. We have trees right behind it, and we have boulders on both sides. So you have like zero room for error getting the boat up on the trailer. And it's extremely difficult to do because of how everything's situated. So let me, I'm gonna set the camera down here for a minute. I'm gonna get all the rigs and everything put away so we can just basically hit the boat ramp, tie the boat up to the trailer, and get the heck out of Dodge for the day. It's been a long, crazy, hot, brutal day with absolutely zero fish. I have officially caught the lake skunk for the first time I've ever done it here. So I'm not happy to say that it's been just one heck of a day. So, but we'll go home. I might, once I get in the truck, I'm pretty sure the battery will keep charging on the phone as I'm actually, driving home. So we'll keep the stream going for a while. Let me pull up the anchor here and we'll get the heck out of here. Throw that and that right there. I got such a mess underneath the helm here. Oh no, don't tell me I'm going to lose an anchor. I might lose another anchor today. If I do, I'm over it. I am so over this lake if this happens. I think we're losing another anchor. Oh, there it went. Nope. Son of a gun. We're going to lose another anchor. Oh, good grief. You've got to be kidding me here. If I lose a second anchor today, you guys are going to see an absolute freaking nightmare. Oh, there we go. Thank God I got it. All right. All right, we got it. So let's throw that anchor rope down there. Put the anchor on top of her. Okay, I think we're good. We're basically good to just get to the boat ramp, load up the boat, and get the heck out of here. So yeah, I think I have everything to the point where I can just load and go, which is great because it's hotter than heck. So let me switch you guys back around where you can see what we're doing. Oops, the motor died. Oh. Yeah, that anchor line is actually tuna cord, believe it or not. So it's a tuna cord that I'm using. All right, we got to back ourselves out of here a little bit because, as you guys can see, this lake is just a monster of death for a boat if you're not paying attention. And my motor died. So this boat ramp, you guys, is the design of it is so terrible. So let's get up over there and I'll show you how just terrible the design is. Why does the motor want to die out? Yeah. Yes, fun time. It is the boat, the lake with actually some of those rocks that were an inch below the water are like 2 feet out now because they're dropping the lake level so much. So watch this, guys, as we come around in here to the ramp. It's just absolute chaos. Yeah, they can be spotted now, but they block your lane to get out of here. So we got to come in far to the right That way, we can kind of kill the motor, and the wind will push us right into the ramp. So these kids are on the ramp, but I need to go right where they're at. But yeah, so let me kick it into neutral here. So there's the trees right here that are 10 feet off the dock. There's the rock piles on the other side of the dock. And then there's the bushes that you got to run over to actually get out here. Which I'm already off of the dock, and I had to trim up because I'm inside the dock, and I had to trim up because it's so shallow here. My motor was already starting to drag. So this is actually going to be an easier docking here. Oh, and then they got these big chunks of metal that stick out from the dock, so they rail your boat. All right, let me shut it down. Let me jump out and tie off. All right. So let me scoot the boat back. I'm going to tie off to this one here. Okay, we're tied off. So we're officially on the dock by 7 o'clock. We're okay. They won't come and yell at me if I'm not out of here in time. So, guys, I'm going to leave the camera right here for a minute. I'm going to run up and grab the truck, and you guys can watch this absolute freaking disaster about to happen. All right. Now, okay, guys, hopefully the video's still going here. This is where it gets sketchy. This is where it starts getting sketch, because I've got to go back out of here. Without hitting the trailer. Shit, I'm going to hit the trailer. It's going to blow me into the trailer. Blew me into the trailer. So now I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. I got to turn around and I got to come back in. Because there's just no room here. So, oops. Fell. All right. Go back on the charge. So, make a quick turn. All right, this is going to be sketchy, you guys. Like, if you're on the boat ramp, turn on your camera, because we're about to watch a fucking epic boat failure. It's almost impossible to drive your boat up here because all this shit you got to deal with. And the wind's pushing you away from your trailer and into the obstructions. So we got to go through these weeds. Then we got to straighten out, and hopefully we can get on the trailer without being blown off course too much. All right, I think we got it. We're here. All right, we're on. That was the easiest boat launch or boat trailering I've ever had at this lake, you guys. Doesn't that thing just sound bad, fuck ass? Does that thing just not sound bad fucking ass or what? God, I love that fucking two-stroke. All right. All right. I do believe that I have everything buttoned down enough to be able to just pull the boat out of the water and strap it down and get the block out of here. So let me leave the, no, you know what? Everything's good up here. So get the camera with it. God, it keeps freaking the charger. So I'm going to take the camera with us, and I'm going to go plug it into the truck and get us the heck out of here. I may have to winch the boat back up a little more onto the trailer. We'll see in just a second here. But I'm pretty sure everything in here is situated enough that I can just close up the hatch and get the fuck out, which would be really nice. It'd be a first, actually. All right. So now let's try to get out of here without busting my ass. Whoa, and I just almost busted my ass. All right, I'm gonna have to set you guys down for a quick second right here. So, a quick second here, guys. I don't know why I tried to do that. Okay, I'm gonna strap the boat down real quick, or at least the bow. So give me a second. I got to crank her up a little bit and should be ready to go. Oh. Oh, come on, 6 more inches. 6 more inches. Good God. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. All right. There she is. So now, hey, hardcore. Hardcore, none of that in here, bro. None of that in here. Yeah, that engine sounds clean, doesn't it? Hardcore, man. Yeah. No, don't hide him, Fun Mix. We're not going to hide him. He's usually a good dude. He's usually a good dude, but hardcore, come on, man. You know better than that. You wouldn't do that with Eagle. Why are you going to do that with me? You know that ain't cool. No, I know hardcore well. Hey, Small Water, welcome in. I'm gonna set you guys down for a minute while I dig for the keys. Oh, they're in the ignition, which is why they're dinging and chiming. So I'm gonna switch up charger real quick. So now the truck will actually charge while I'm doing. If it wants to cooperate here. Oh, come on. Come on. You piece of shit. Pull the boat just out of the water to where I can get to the plug and the straps and all that kind of good stuff. Let's see here. Let's see why it's not wanting to charge. Is it the actual, this thing? What's it doing here? Come on. Oh, my stupid truck's not wanting to charge again all of a sudden. Come on, damn it. Come on. So, I don't know if it's the... oh, wait. I don't know if it's the actual little charger plug-in thing, the little cigarette lighter plug. This thing that's bad. But it doesn't want to always catch and charge. And my battery's down to like 4% right now. And I don't want to lose the stream. I think I might have to come on, you hunk of shit. Get in there and charge, you. In charge. So now that it's working, don't mess with a good thing, right? All right, guys, give me a minute. I'm just gonna go put the plug in the boat, or take the plug out of the boat so I can drain all the water out of it. Strap up the straps. Everything else is good to go. Give me just 2 minutes. I'll be right back with you, and we'll make the drive through the mountains back to the house. I'll try to keep the stream going as long as I can, It will cut out for a minute here and there, but when it cuts out, it's just going to cut out for like 10-15 seconds, and then it'll come right back. So bear with me just 2 minutes. Let me go strap everything down real quick. I got 2 straps to put on and the plug to undo and the motor to secure. And I'll be right back with you guys, and we'll start making that drive home. Everything is secured. Everything is secured. Holy crap, I freaking did it right the first time. What a day. No fish, but I did it right. I got in here to the boat ramp and everything's ready to go. I just got to throw the transom saver on there and lock down the straps and head home. And again, I got 8 million pounds of braid wrapped on my freaking prop. I don't know what's going on with that, but definitely not wrap the braid around your hand. You always want to wrap it around your shirt or something, because braid will slice the heck out of you. I actually saw a guy, I don't know if you guys can still hear me or not, I hope you can. I saw a guy one time on a tuna trip, had an issue with his line on his reel. He had a live sardine out in the water, and he'd backlashed his reel. So what he did was, I don't know what the hell he was thinking, but he actually wrapped his braid around his hand while he was trying to undo his backlash in his reel. And while his braid was wrapped around his hand, a freaking tuna decided to hit that bait and run. Well, when it did, he had his hand in the braid, and it pulled that braid tight around his fingers, and he lost 3 fingers. It popped him off like freaking, like a banana with a freaking goddamn samurai sword. It just sliced him right off. They actually called Coast Guard to helicopter out there and bring old dude to the hospital. Never found his fingers. They popped off into the ocean somewhere. But yeah, that was my lesson in never, ever, 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 for whatever reason, ever wrap braid around your hand when you're doing something with it, because you will lose a hand or a finger, and nobody wants that. We don't come fishing to lose things. We expect to lose hooks and weights and jigs, but not body parts. All right, come on, strap. There we go. Okay. That might have been a little much, but the tighter the better, right? Oh, okay. Boat is officially strapped on. And I think I just want to do a triple check of everything real quick, but I do believe everything is secure enough to drive it home. We're absolutely secure. Sweet. I have an absolute fucking mess to clean up in this boat tomorrow, you guys. This mess looks like a freaking teenager's room. Okay. So hopefully, the microphone says that the microphone tells me it works up to 60 feet. So hopefully you guys can hear me back there fighting with everything. All right. Are we ready? We're ready. And away we go. Guys, that was the easiest boat trailing I've ever done here at this lake. I don't know why, but everything just cooperated perfect. Usually, it's a total freaking circus to get that boat on the trailer here because of the wind, the low water, the short ramp. I don't know if you guys really noticed when I came in, but the wind blows you into the ramp or into the boat dock. But you can't really maneuver because 8 feet behind the boat dock is a bunch of trees in the water. There's a channel that goes out. So if you're backing out of the boat ramp, if you were to back out and make like a left turn and go through that little channel, you used to be able to do that like 3 weeks ago. Now the water level is so low that there's rocks that stick out of the water like 2 feet right there. Like I said earlier, and I've said it a few times today, they've actually dropped the lake level here 9 feet in the last few days. Well, they're dropping at 9 feet. They started on the 5th. So I don't know exactly how far it's dropped yet, but looking at the water lines on the rocks and the shoreline and all that, it's dropped at least 5.5, 6 feet. So the boat ramp, the launch ramp, is so short now that I can't keep my motor down to pull into the dock. I actually have to trim the motor up to pull in. Otherwise, it hits and I'll chew my prop in half. So, which I've actually done here before on rocks, because they have rock piles, known rock piles that they're now exposed. You can see them now. But there was rock piles in this lake that were not marked in any way, shape, or form that were like 6 to 8 inches under the water. So you didn't see them. Especially if there's a little chop on the surface, you could not see the rock piles. So I've actually hit my prop on some rock piles out here. And then right here is the old launch ramp, which is now a good probably 100 feet away from the water. And then this little road that comes onto the old launch ramp here, right when you transition out, there's a pothole on each side that's just wide enough that your boat trailer tires fall into that pothole. It's absolutely stupid that the amount of money they charge us to fish here and launch our boat here, you would think they would fix things like that. But they just keep getting worse and worse and worse, and the county will not fix it. So anyway, we're heading out of here, past the little cabin area where Mrs. SoCal and I got married. And then we're going to head home. You heard all of the things? Okay, good. That's good, because that tells me that the mics are doing what they're supposed to do. So hopefully they continue to do what they're supposed to do. Now, this speed bump right here is completely stupid. And it's super sharp. So when you hit it with the boat trailer, it like bounces the boat up off the trailer. So I got to hit it and pull the trailer up to where the wheels are like just barely on it and then go over it. There we go. And down. Okay. Yeah, the management here is just not well. They're just not good. But what are you going to do, you know? What are you going to do? All right. There's a bunch of kids rolling around in golf carts in here today. I'm waiting for one of them to come flying around the corner here and hit me. So there's a youth campsite right back here. It's like the youth group type thing. It's like the site they use for like the Boy Scouts and all that kind of stuff. On the site, on the sign that says youth group campsite, is also a sign that says caution, rattlesnake area. Which makes me kind of wonder, like, if they know that rattlesnakes hang out over there, why would they put the kids' camp over there? You know, like, did somebody not think that through? I mean, I know you're in the freaking middle of nowhere and rattlesnakes are going to be out here. I'm a damn rattlesnake magnet, so I come across them all the time. But why would you put that? Why would you tell the kids they're camping in a rattlesnake infested area? So it looks like the office is already closed over here. So they offer a thing here where California has a really bad problem with the quagga mussel. And I guess it's up in Northern California. They're starting to have a problem with it's either the golden or the zebra mussel. Northern California is even worse than Southern California. But the lakes here that don't have the mussel infestation yet make you do a boat inspection every time you launch your boat. Basically, all they're looking for is to make sure your boat's clean and dry and there's no, grass and weeds and all that from another lake, and then it's not infested with the mussel. And it's just a real quick inspection. It takes 10 seconds for the guy to walk around your boat and make sure it's not contaminated. But they do a thing here called tagging, where if, for instance, the only lake I'm launching my boat at this summer, well, maybe not now, but my original intent, the only boat ramp I was going to use this summer, the only lake I was going to launch this boat in this summer was here. Only because one of our big lakes is closed. The boat ramp screwed up. They're dropping that lake as well to do some dam repairs. So that pushes everybody to the other lakes. Well, this lake does not get a lot of fishing pressure, and it's known for having really big bass. The lake record here is 19.4 pounds. Now, what I was saying is that they'll do the what they call a tag, where they basically lock your boat to the trailer, and instead of having to go through the inspection every time, they just come up and unlock your boat from your trailer, basically. Well, the thing about it is that actually takes longer than doing the inspection. So I prefer, rather than having my boat tagged every time I leave here, because it's just a tag like they put on your electrical meter, the little tiny, clip, so you can't open your electrical meter. It's just one of those kind of things, obviously bigger, but tagging the boat and untagging it actually takes longer than doing the inspection. So I've decided it's not worth the tag, because the inspection, they just, I know I'm going to pass it every time. The only place I ever come is here, and I live in the freaking desert, so my boat's going to dry out pretty damn quick when it's 109 to 118 degrees outside every freaking day. But there's a couple other lakes in San Diego that don't do the inspection, and I'll tell you what, those lakes are absolutely infested with that mussel. And that mussel is a line eater. Your line rubs on that, and it's basically rubbing up on freaking razors, and it cuts your blind like crazy. But they absolutely destroy the environment, because they latch onto all the vegetation in the water and all the trees and the brush piles, and they just destroy it. So, guys, I'm going to pull into the little malt shop here and grab a cold drink, because good old SoCal's been out in the freaking 112 degrees all day with no shade. I'm drinking a gallon and a half of water, and I could use a little something. So what I'll do is I'll leave the camera running here while I run in, and I'll leave the microphone on. But Leafy, what's happening, brother? Good to see you. I'll be right back, you guys. I'm gonna go grab a drink, and oh, there's my wallet. I was scared for a minute. Didn't find my wallet. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a cold drink, you guys. I'll be right back. You guys want anything? Coffee, water, tea, soda, candy, snacks, whatever. Put in your order now. I'm walking in. All right, I'll be right back. No arguing, no fighting, kids. All right, let's see. I still got the microphone on, so hopefully you guys can hear me while I'm in here. But we're going to go in and get ourselves a nice cold drink. Hopefully they're still open. It doesn't look like they're open. Oh, they're open. Okay. I had to walk through the water to move the boat, so my shoes are all squishy. So I want to try food. All right. Oh, it's nice and cool in here. I just got wine. Cool, thanks. Barbacoa tacos. That's it. I'm not gonna order anything. Cheese. Correct. That's all right. I might have to come in here and grab a sandwich one time. The prices aren't too bad, and their menu actually looks pretty freaking good. I've never really checked it out before. So that lake is so low that every time I pull the boat in, when I pull it in, it bends my freaking license plate on my trailer under, and then when I pull it out, it bends it back up. One of these days, it's going to fold it in half, and then I'll have to go get a freaking California plate for it. All right, did we cut out? Did we lose all contact in there? I'm back. Where's my keys? I cut out, I guess, huh? Well, I'm back. I was in there reading the menu here at the little, they have a little like restaurant thing here. We're going to have to come actually check it out one time. They're definitely got a little too far. Okay, that's what. That's all right. I had to walk back. I was quite a far away. Did you guys hear me in the store at all or no? I really kind of want to come check out their food here. It's kind of the same thing, honey, like Danny's. You know, Wally owns the store, Danny owns the deli, but their food here actually looks good. They got a Philly cheese on the menu that actually looks like a Philly cheese in the picture. Now, however, it could be, yes, I do. Oh my God, I do. Oh yeah. Oh, that hit hard. I don't drink soda a lot, you guys. It's not my favorite thing. I prefer water, but water, or if I go out to dinner, I'll order an iced tea. But I just got a Dr. Pepper, and oh my God, it just hit home so perfectly. Something about that carbonation. So, all right, away we go. We're gonna drive through this cool ass little town. I can't tell you the name of the town because it's the same name of the town as the lake, but I want to keep my lake private until I catch that freaking 19.5-pound bass, and then I'll tell you where I'm at after that. Because if I catch that lake record bass, it's going to be a fucking state record anyway, and possibly a world record. And once I catch that, the entire world's going to know about this place, and I'll have just completely blown it out. So, but there's still 5 of you watching. Appreciate it, guys. No, Leafy, this lake is one of those lakes where people don't fuck with the SoCal. They're actually pretty cool here. I have never had an altercation with anybody at this lake, which is another reason I like it. So, if you guys are observant, okay, you just saw where I'm at. I'm not going to say it, but here's the deal, guys. There's 5 people watching. If somebody can tell me the name of the town I am going through, I'll send you out a sticker pack. I'll give you a hint. You saw the name of the town on us somewhere. I don't think you'll see it again. No, you definitely won't see it again. That was the last time that had the name of the town. But if we can figure out the name of the town, I will send you out a sticker pack. So we're heading towards the freeway. We got a little bit to get there. Cell service is good all the way to the freeway. Then once I get up the freeway a little bit, there's like 2 or 3 spots where it'll buffer for a quick second, and it'll buffer for like 20-30 seconds and then come right back. So when it starts buffering for a minute, just hang out, and the stream will kick right back in. It's just those little dead zones, which I don't understand why they're dead zones. They're both right by cell towers. Leafy, it is not Big Bear Lake. Big Bear is in San Bernardino, and we're in San Diego County. So, although Big Bear is beautiful, Big Bear is absolutely beautiful. I don't think I'd be comfortable pulling the boat up to Big Bear because the roads in are fucking gnarly. They look like a goddamn anaconda that got squished from head to tail so that, you know, it's all coiled up. But, I mean, that road up there is just crazy. And last time Mrs. SoCal and I were up in Big Bear, we actually stayed in a little town called Twin Peaks, which is right outside Big Bear. It's like a suburb, you know what I mean? If there was such a thing. It's a little town next door to Big Bear, and kept telling us, oh, you got to try the pizza there. You have to try their pizza. So we called up and ordered a pizza, and the guy says, oh, it'll be about 30 minutes. Cool. We looked it up. It was a 15-minute drive. So we waited 10 minutes or so to leave the little Airbnb we were at, and we got out on the road, and the fog was so bad that I couldn't see. Like, I was literally driving by Braille. And if you go off the side of the road there, you end up down in fucking pretty much Hemet. Like, you tumble down the hill, and you get so much momentum that you don't stop until you hit a Hemet. I mean, it's just insane. The view up there is incredible. Looking back, you know, to the west, it's just absolutely crazy. So I don't think I'd be willing to take the boat up those roads. They're one-lane roads. They're basically a big, and it's pretty, I think it's pretty well named because you are on like the top of the fucking earth. All right, we're getting back towards the freeway here where I can kind of kick it up. This road's kind of sketchy too in the boat because we're in the boat. pulling the boat because it's so windy and so narrow. And there's a lot of accidents on this road. The speed limit's 55. Right now I'm doing 50. But people get super impatient and they'll go to try to pass. And, you know, it's a double yellow with a bunch of blind curves. And they'll go to pass you on this road and they'll go smack head up into a freaking semi truck. And I don't have any of that shit happening today, so. Huh. How the fuck did you figure that out? I would really like to know. But you did not give the name of the lake or the town, so. Where are you? Hey, fishing, you're up in Northern California, aren't you? If I remember right, you were up in like the Bay Area? Riverside, okay. So you're not too far north from me. How'd you figure out the name? You're always in San Diego fishing, okay. So, with that being said, yes or no answer. Do you know the name of the lake? Do not put the name of the lake in chat, but do you know the name of the lake? The surrounding area? Okay. No, it's not Henshaw. You know the name of the lake, okay. You gave me the actual area. So email me. My email's on my channel, and I'll send you out a SoCal sticker pack. I did not think anybody would fucking figure that out. And I'll tell you what right now, man, don't tell anybody the name of that lake. If you know it, you know it. And if you know that lake, you know it. And it is known for big bass. It is known for big bass, but is overlooked by a lot of people because they don't want to make the drive to the lake. I mean, shit, if you guys go back towards my last live stream that I did from there on Wednesday, I went into the office where they have two fish that are, you know, they have the taxidermy done. And the lake record fish is up on the wall. And it is fucking massive. It's a goddamn submarine of a bass. All right, why does it say it went from 9 to 2? Everybody took off or what? So, funny thing, Lake Hodges is where they took all the bass that they stocked up Diamond Valley when they created that lake up there in Hemet. They took 227 largemouth bass out of Diamond Valley, transported them out of Hodges, transported them up to Diamond Valley and released them there. And those 227 bass are what has populated that entire lake. Diamond Valley is known for some big bass. That lake can eat my asshole. I've been up there twice. they won't let my boat in the water up there because it's a 2-stroke motor. So I can't take my boat. I got to get a rental boat when I go up there. And the rental boat, they call it a premium bass boat. Okay. Well, it's an old Lund boat. Beautiful boats. They when those boats were new, they are beautiful boats. But they've just let them go to shit. So on Wednesdays, it's a half price deal, and it's $120 half price Wednesday for the boat. And the fish finders don't work. The trolling motors don't really work. The motors don't really work very well. And every time I've been up there to Diamond Valley, the weather's been beautiful. The week leading up to the time I go, the first time I went up there, the Santa Ana winds came through so hard and heavy that it actually ripped the boat docks off of their anchorage and just destroyed a bunch of stuff in the lake. The fishing was absolute crap. And then back in April, Mrs. SoCal and I did a little road trip. We went to Lake Havasu in Arizona for the week, and we stopped at Diamond Valley to fish that on the way up. And that day we were in Diamond Valley. The weather had been beautiful on the way up. We got there, everything was great, weather was perfect. Go to the hotel, had a great old night, hung out, got some food that was terrible. Got to the lake the next morning, and the weather completely turned to shit. To the point where we actually called it early and left. So I have never caught a fish out of Diamond Valley. But we're going through the mountains right now, SoCal. So it's pretty cool. No, Barrett, look into Barrett. Dude, you're just Googling lakes in San Diego now. I know that. And somebody's already won it, so I'm not even going to say it when they say the name. Barrett is that lake in San Diego that's only open every few months. Or I'm sorry, it's only open for a few months during the summer. And to get into Barrett, they open up a website through Ticketmaster where it's kind of like Comic-Con. All right, see, we buffer right through there for a minute, but then we come right back. I think it happens one more time up the road, and then we're good. So Barrett, you basically go into Ticketmaster, you do your order as if you were going to buy it, and then you got to wait for the sale to go live. And once that sale goes live, you got to hope that you push her fast enough to actually be able to buy a ticket to go to Barrett. It costs you $100. It gets you 2 parking permits, a rental boat, and 4 fish permits. So you can bring 4 people in with you. But when you go fish Barrett, you're going to have a day where you catch 100. Barrett is very regulated. It is a barbless hook requirement. It is all catch and release. And they do not stock any kind of bait fish in there. So the bass in there are starving. You'll catch a bass that's, 18, 19 inches long and weighs like 3-4 pounds at the most. They're big, skinny bass. There's not a lot of weight to them. If you catch a 6-pound bass and Barrett, you do great. If you'll catch a shitload of them, you'll go in there and have the best day of your life bass fishing, and you can pretty much throw a cigarette butt in the water and they'll bite it, but there's nothing to them. Now, if they were going to Barrett and stock like some golden shad or some freaking trout or something like that to feed those bass, and broke them up, then that's a lake where you'd be going in and you'd be catching, 10, 12, 15-pound bass all day long. Every fish there would be your personal best. But because they don't really provide much food in that lake, just the natural food sources, the bass don't grow big there like the rest of the Southern California lakes. They grow a lot of them, but they don't grow the big old girls in there. I think the biggest bass I've ever caught out of Barrett was 5.5 pounds. And I actually caught that on a Senko that I got out of a 99-cent bin at the Fred Hall show. They're so old, and they've been sitting in the store of the guy that had the booth at the show for so long that all the lettering was rubbed off the package. You couldn't even tell the color name or the brand name or anything on them. But I slayed the bass on those things. But that's also the bass where my buddy threw a shoelace in and caught a bass. He broke his shoelace, hooked firewood on the hook, and caught a fish on it. So we're gonna be fishing our home lake here for a little bit. I'll fish the hell out of that lake. Oh man, it's gonna be rough. I'm gonna have to start fishing somewhere else, and everywhere else is crowded. And everywhere else does bass tournaments and all that. So those tournament guys out there, I think they're freaking king shit. And they'll try to tell you, like, you'll be fishing a cove, and they'll try to come in and tell you, hey man, you're in my spot. And it's like, oh, bro, it's a public lake, and you can take your spot and shove it right up your freaking bass hole, because I ain't moving just because you're some freaking egotistical freaking tournament fisherman. I mean, some of them are cool. I'm sure the vast majority of the tournament fishermen are good guys. But the slim few that I've run into, I have nothing good to say about them, so I just don't talk about them. So we might lose service up here again, guys, just for a quick second. It'll do that buffer for 15 seconds. It might do it one more time, but I doubt it. So anyway, it's funny, we're heading east and the sunset still looks pretty awesome out here. Oh, it's getting foggy and socked in down to the south. I can't tell if that's just like clouds and fog or all the crap floating up out of Mexico. Mexico's been on fire down there for, oh man, that's beautiful behind us. I wish I could show you guys the sunset back towards San Diego. It's so many different colors of like orange and purples back there. It looks like what we're looking at here, only just 10 times brighter and more vivid. But so, oh yeah, some of those ponds, man, out there, like private property, yeah, you can slay them. Hey, OG what's going on, brother? Good to see you. We're good. We just had I'd say probably the roughest day ever on the lake. The fish have just absolutely turned off. The lake water, they're lowering the water so that they're dropping 9 feet of water out of that lake. So it's really killed the fishing, but they screwed up when they put the aerators on in the lake. They put them on too late. It caused an algae bloom. They just really mismanaged this lake this year. So fishing this year has been really tough. But I'm about to hit the lake record up there. I know it. So I'm going to keep fishing it. And once I can't get the boat in there anymore, then I'll stop fishing it until the water comes up. Because I'm not going to pay the $67 it'll cost me to rent a lake boat up there for a little piece of shit 14-foot boat, with a little 8-horsepower motor that's, metal seats and uncomfortable. So once I can't launch my boat there anymore, then we'll start fishing somewhere else. But right now, I'm starting to really get this lake down finally. I'm actually starting to pay attention. I'm starting to mark stuff in the electronics. So we're getting this lake down. We're going to get a lake record out of here. I know it. I'm going to start fishing it with intent. I've already started fishing it with intent. But I know when and where that lake record's going to come, pretty much. I know how it's going to happen there. It's going to come in the fall when they start stocking trout in there. And I'm going to catch that big old 80-pound bass out of there. Now, I'm by no means saying that I'm going to add an eye at a 10 to 15-pound bass out of there. And I know it's possible. I actually got broken off in that lake on this back 4-shot braided line on fish. So I know it's possible. I know the owner. I'm starting to target and pinpoint where the big girls are hanging out. I figured out where they're spawning at. Now it's just a matter of waiting for that pre-spawn and waiting for them to start fattening up after or in preparation for pre-spawn. So once they start really going on the chew and they start really trying to pack on that weight for spawn, it's going to be on. Now, I'm not saying I won't catch a lake record between now and then, but that's going to be my best bet. Oh, man, that Dr. Pepper's good. So, I just can't wait to get back out there and get back on the fish. I threw a lot of stuff today and nothing went. So, I have this really bad habit of always sticking to the same freaking baits. And I finally talked myself into not throwing my main baits today. I only threw the donkey rig for a little bit. I did throw my jig quite a bit, but I threw the Crappie Man jigs that I have. Which, guys, if you haven't checked out Crappie Man, go check out Crappie Man. He's got some awesome freaking jigs that he makes. Dude, no, I do not eat fish. I don't eat fish. Alright, it's getting so freaking hot again. We went through the mountains there where it was kind of cool. And now we're starting to get back into the desert environment and it's flipping hot. I really need to get the AC fixed in my truck. Dude, Lake San Marcos, I've seen a bunch of stuff on Fish Brain on it. I thought that was private. Am I wrong? I thought Lake San Marcos was private. I thought it was like one of those HOA lakes where like you got to know somebody. It's not private? Oh, Oh, well, fuck, I might have to make the 2.5 hour drive up there one of these days. Cooler days of 103. Yeah, I like those cold days. It was 112 on the lake today. No sun, no shade, straight sun. Ooh, somebody went off the road right there. If you go off the road here to the left, you end up in a boulder-filled ditch. If you go off the road to the right, you end up in a field about 100 feet down. Either way, you launch, and you kind of fly a little bit before you hit the ground. Yeah, there's a few lakes I want to go check out that I've never fished. Most of them were up North County, San Diego. I know Dixon, it's just a small little lake. Not even worth trailing the boat all the way up there. But from what I hear, Dixon has some beast fish in it. I mean, that's where Dottie came from. And Dottie would have been a world record bass had she not spit the jig and it got stuck on the outside of her lip instead of the inside. So, and she was, what, 25 pounds? So, you know, if she's in there, that all of her kids are in there, and all of her brothers and sisters are in there. So there's got to be some monster bass up there. I know Hodges has got some good bass. From what I hear, Henshaw's pretty good. Haven't fished Henshaw in probably 2 decades. But I need to start getting out more places. I've been just so keen this year on fishing this lake that, oh, there's nobody there. There's one other boat on the water today, and I didn't even think they were really fishing. I took my boat when the water was high, and when it was a little clearer so you can actually see some of the rock piles that went underwater. And I actually got hung up on one of them. Chewed up my prop a little bit. But these guys were into those coves with those rock piles. So that tells me they don't know that lake. So that being the fact that the only other boat on the water today on a Saturday was somebody at the campground. Very few locals fish that lake. Now, it's going to be hard to break that lake record. As big as that fish is, it's going to take a 19.5-pound bass to break that record. Now, that's going to be a PB for sure. That'll be the bass of a lifetime for sure. But that bass, if I can break that lake record, that bass is going to put good old SoCal in magazines and some books. And wouldn't that be awesome to do that on live YouTube? Because I think it's going to take, I think personally there's a world record bass in that lake. I've seen some of the bass in the spawn up there, and I really think there's a world record in that lake. So, if I were able to catch that 23-pound bass that I believe is swimming around that lake, then my name will be etched in the history books for eternity. And that would just be phenomenal. That would be awesome. Could you guys imagine the likes and shares I would get on that video? Catching the world record bass? And unfortunately, if I do catch it and register it and all that, I'm going to have to give away the name of the lake. And once that happens, then hey, there goes the freaking forest or game warden right there. That truck just passed us was a game warden. But if I get my name in the record book, man, I'm cool with giving away the name of that lake. My my chat froze again, guys. Sorry. I know it's mostly just Leafy and OGJ talking, but chat froze. I have so many subscribers. Where am I at, Leafy? Would you mind telling me the count? Because I know that today was like absolute garbage for the sub count. Usually I do pretty well when I'm on the lake fishing, but the last few days, man, YouTube's not been pushing my channels. 990, so I'd lost 2 of them. Son of a bitch, man. I started the day with 985. So I've been fishing I fished for 7 hours and only basically gained 5 subscribers. That sucks. I think what it is though, guys, is I think a lot of it is that troll that was like stalking my channel. So I think what he did was he made like 100 accounts and subscribed with all of them. And then every time he notices my sub count goes up by like whatever it goes up, he unsubscribes that amount for him. But that's fine, because the more he unsubscribes from him, the less I'm going to have to deal with that piece of crap. But ever since last time he was here and I had an issue, YouTube's absolutely throttled my channel. Like, I was getting 8 grand on the view count. You know, anywhere between like 8 and 15,000 views on a live, and all of a sudden I'm getting like 50 and 60. So I don't know what the hell's going on, but you know, I only got 10 subscribers left to go to get there. I'll get there. I'll make that 1,000, and when I do, it's going to be great. But I'll tell you what, guys, it's taken me longer to get that last 25 than it has the first 975. And I'm sure Leafy and OGJ, I'm sure you guys have noticed my absence in another channel, but it is what it is. You know, I got my own stuff going on, so we'll just leave it at that. I wish him the best. I got no ill intentions, no nothing, but you know, I do miss hanging out over there in the chat. There was some people in chat over there, but I'm just not going to be there anymore. We had some funny conversations over there, man. The chat would go take a left turn once in a while so far and so hard that it'd just get hilarious. But Leafy, I'm not going to say the name. I'm not going to say the name. Be disrespectful, but you know where it is. You and OGJ both know where it is. But like I said, I wish him the best. Hope everything works out for him. I just want to be over there. And I've noticed that a bunch of people from there as well that followed me don't come hang out like they used to in my lives. So it's all good. It's all good. No ill will. Wish him the best. Hope everything works out for him. Sucks that he's in the situation he's in, but I'm just not going to be a part of the. I'm not going to be a part of it anymore. So. So we'll do our own thing. We'll build the channel and keep hunting for that lake record. Deer season's coming up. We got a couple weeks left of deer season, and then I'll be doing where I can. I'll be doing some lives from the deer woods, and where I can't, I'll be posting up some longer form videos. Hey Jeff, welcome back. I'll be posting up some longer form videos of deer season. I think I might hunt turkey this fall, just for the content part of it, and then desert season's going to start here too, pretty quick. So about October. Hey Jackson, welcome in, bud. Desert season will start up, so we'll be doing some more off-road stuff as well. So we're gonna have some cool content coming up on the channel here in the fall. And then I'll also be able to go fish some of the spots down in the desert that I really want to check out. There's possibility for flathead, smallmouth, and striper out there. So, and Leafy, I believe you're in Tucson, you said. There's a spot right outside Yuma that I want to hit up. That if you want to go out and fish it with me, we should link up and go hit that up. It's the Imperial Dam. So I might want to check that out. So guys, I'm doing the speed limit right here, and this dude's like up my ass. But I'm about to turn and almost home. So I'm gonna go ahead and kill this live stream, and I gotta go home. I gotta eat. I still haven't even had breakfast. I believe Mrs. SoCal's like got dinner ready for me when I walk in the door. I'm pretty sure that's she's still watching to figure out where I'm at. So yeah, it's a little bit of a drive, but it's a good 2-hour drive from here as well. So I want to fish the river a lot when it gets cold, when the weather gets colder. So anyway, guys, I'm almost home. I'm gonna go home, grab some food, relax, hang out with Mrs. SoCal for a little bit, and come back out and get all my crap out of the boat. So hey Glenn, welcome back. So like I said, guys, if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, go ahead and do it. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up. We're going to be doing some giveaways, and whoever it was that hit that little trivia question, make sure and email me so I can get you those stickers out. So guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Remember, hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget, you guys, everybody that you're subscribed to, all the channels that you subscribe to, go back and watch their shorts and their videos as well. It really helps everybody out. So we'll see you later, guys. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time.